Good morning. Also, let's start our session, guys. Today, guys. So, let's get into the topic for the day, guys. So, today we are going to be discussing the first session. I'll be explain that what is mean by DevOps and what are the use cases and what is the job market. These are all the things we'll be discussing today. So, yesterday we have discussed on this DevOps. It's a process or it's a culture, right? It's a process or a culture which every organization which is adopting to delivering the software projects rapidly. So end goal of any organization which is used to be delivering the quality software, so that we know that. So in any interview, if you're going, they'll be asking about, based on your experience, they're going to be asking you what is mean by DevOps, how you are implementing the DevOps and in your projects, and what are your daily activities. So these are all the things those people they are going to be asking you. So as I said, DevOps is a set of practices which combines your development operations to work together, which is improves your quality, the speed and reliable software releases we can able to be delivered. The main aim of to be for the DevOps is to be reduce that gap between your the development and operations people and traditionally separating the teams and create the culture of collaboration. Earlier, development and operations individually they'll be working, but this DevOps which brings these two teams working together and which is helping us to be improvise this continuously integration, continuously delivering your software. So with this DevOps adoption is growing rapidly in every organization here, guys. So DevOps, which is automates your build process, correct? As I said, and DevOps is quite often we used to be calling this as a culture, practices, and the tools we are going to be using to increase this confidence in your applications, which is build your respond better to customer needs to achieve this business goals faster. That is what we required. We need to be completely working with your client requirements, developing your software, and rapidly we are going to be increasing that software and deliver to them. So this team are adopting this DevOps culture in every project, which is helping them to build your application faster and also We are responding quickly to your customer requirements, where which is helping us to be delivering the continuously deliverables to the end users. So this DevOps helps your teams continuously providing the value to customers by producing the better and more reliable products here. That is what every client wants. That is what every client wants. Their application should be developed quickly, and it should be get into the market quite often. So implementing these DevOps practices, which is leads to reduce the time to market, improved deployment frequency, and lower the failure rates of new releases. So this we wanted. Implementing DevOps practices, implementing your DevOps, adopting this DevOps in your project management, which is helps to be get that project quick into the market, and it is reduces that failure rates your, because we developing your application, build your application, test your application multiple times. So before we deploy that application into the production server, so it is reduces the rate of risk of deployment failures. So here with this one, we can able to be delivered effects of implementing the DevOps, which is helping like 99% of the business noted a positive impact. That means with the implementation of the DevOps, we are beneficial. The clients are getting beneficial. The software development organizations are get beneficial. So this continuous integration, which is helps to be automate your build process, automate your test, automate your deployment process, which is improve the speed and quality of your software releases, correct? And also which is manages your infrastructure configurations also, which using this code to be improve that the consistency and reproducibility, which is helping them. So that is why when the client is getting, that means it is impacting on their business, 99% positive impact. Suppose now we are developing a project for we are developing the project for HSBC. When we are developing that project and delivering at regular intervals of time, every month we are releasing the new services to the HSBC, and HSBC is reacting that yes, these services which is giving an positive results to our business. So with the implementation of the business, with the implementation of this DevOps, the business, client, and development organizations are get beneficial. The clients are more happy about it. That is why the success rate of the project using this one is more than 10%, more than 90, sorry, more than 90%. More than 90%, more than 90%, the success rate of the projects are there with the implementation of these DevOps here, guys. Next one, 61% of 61% of the business noticed product quality improvements. So it is every year it is keep increasing that. 49% of the companies reduce time to market. So it is quite often we are getting that new services quick to the market. So the DevOps key purpose is to be providing the services. Suppose now in a company, if you are following the traditional process, an engineering team would write the product code and then it is handed over to the testing team, and testing team people test the product's functionality, and then they'll pass it to an operations team to maintain that software in a long term. So this is a traditional process which is taking a long time. Everything is manual process. The developers, they're developing that code, and then they are handed over to the testing team people test that application, and then after testing that functionality of all the services, then they are going to be passed it to the operations team people deploying that one into the servers, production servers, and maintain that software. This is a long time process. The siloed infrastructure is only sometimes being responsible to get the efficiency here, as each team has the priorities, tasks, timelines which don't necessarily align with the surrounding groups. The key purpose of DevOps is to be create the more integrated development cycle. So everyone having their priorities, development team have their own priorities, testing team have their own priorities, QA team is having the same, their individual priorities, and operations team people have their own priorities. But this DevOps, which brings that all these team members, they need to be work together. Their priority is same. Their goal might be the same, which is helping them to be when all the teams have been working together as a single team with the implementation of this DevOps, which is helps the process to be improvised, which is helps to be resolving the issues faster and getting that new services, new software into the market quite often. This is an advantage. So with the implementation of these DevOps culture in your organization, which is improved your team efficiency, which is increased your speed in your project releases, and better feedback mechanism. That means when we deploy, when we build your application, test your application, deploy your application in your organizations. So deploy your applications into your production service. So the end users start using that application and immediately they will be sending the feedback. So this feedback mechanism is also fast, which is helping the developer to resolving that issues quite fast. So DevOps is a way to make the continuous delivery possible in an organization. Right, guys? So here implementation of your DevOps here in this one, what are the advantages we'll be getting? Let's see this. So DevOps implementation is crucial for fostering a culture of collaboration and the team alignment within the organization. Successful DevOps practices involves continuous monitoring, feedback loops, regular improvements to process and tools. Implementing the DevOps automation tools like your Ansible and Docker simplifies a repetitive task and ensures consistency in deployment. So here, the DevOps implementation, which is helping to maintain this project quite efficient, and we are quick to give the response to the feedback provided by the end users. And DevOps automation tools, like many tools we are having, right? So right from the GitHub, Maven, Jenkins, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Nagios, and all these tools, which is helping to be delivered the consistent and application consistently at continuously be delivering the services into the production server. So the advantages of implementing the DevOps in your project here, it is improve the collaboration between the teams, faster time to the market, higher quality and the software releases, reduce manual errors, enhanced reliability, more stable and resilient applications, very consistent applications, better customer experience. See guys here, which is definitely with collaboration of your development and operations team people, it is speed up your work. When you work with a proper coordination, we can able to be continuously delivering the services and getting that services faster to the market. And not only that one, throughout the day, we are build your application, design your application, build your application, test your application multiple times. So maximum number of bugs will be resolved there. It reduces the manual errors as well, right? So that is one thing. Enhance the reliability. That means you are able to be delivered the reliable software. That means potentially working software we are delivering. Consistent application. Better user will be happy when application is working faster and all the services, all the functionalities are working faster. The client will be happy. The user will be happy, right? So many companies are outsourcing the DevOps to drive the continuous improvement, be competitive in today's dynamic market landscape without needing to hire an internal team. Some of the companies, they are outsourcing this DevOps to make their process. So few projects, this is practice from many years. If a big project is there, so what this in an organizations, instead of maintaining the DevOps team, they are giving that team members, that is DevOps, they'll be giving to an outsource without taking. Suppose now there is a small company is there, but they got a big project. They can't bear the DevOps internal team. In that case, what they will do, they are giving that DevOps part to the outsourcing person. And those people, they can able to be do the DevOps part, and we are going to be paying accordingly. That company will be paying accordingly. So developing a DevOps strategy is tailored to your organization needs. Is the first step in the implementation process. Remember, DevOps implementation in an organization is depending on your organization policies as well as the kind of a project which you are having. It is different. It has to be customized accordingly. And understanding this DevOps process involving breaking down the silos between, that means silos means individual, between development and operations team, leading to the faster and more efficient service deployment. Of course, with the proper coordination with this process, we can implementing that with proper coordination among these team members, yes, which is helping us to be developing your software. Implementing this DevOps in service deployment requires a holistic approach which incorporates infrastructure as code, version control, and automated testing. This implementation of your DevOps, which is helping us. So these are some of the advantages we'll be getting here, guys. And best practices of implementing your DevOps is to be start with small pilot projects to demonstrate the value of your DevOps. Then we need to be focused on the culture, that is the collaboration and the continuous coordination among the team members. And any repetitive task which we are processing, we require automate everything. Suppose now automate any repetitive task. Okay, automate any repetitive task here in the development. Focus on building culture. Focus on building a culture of collaboration and continue. That means on development and operations teams collaborate and continuous enhancements. And this part we need to do. And also we need to be monitor your application performance. Okay, monitor deployed applications in production server and get the feedback. Get the feedback from monitoring team to improve development process. This is another thing. And also continuous enhancement, continuously enhance the DevOps process or practices. So these are some of the advantages based on your organizations. Here you are going to be do this one. So this is these are some of the things where the best practices which is helping us to be implementing your DevOps in every project here, guys. Okay, every project here we are going to be using. Next one, if you can see, improve the collaboration here. These are some of the advantages you'll be getting. And also, if you can see, DevOps trends in the job market. Now here, guys, if you can see, DevOps in recent time has gained a huge popularity among the professionals and the business owners across the world. And DevOps practices and techniques have been revolutionized in your software development sector. Any organization which aspires to produce a software quickly with high quality must include this methodology in their working environment here, guys. So in this process, as I said, the DevOps have been implemented across the world in almost in every organization to speed up your application development, to speed up your software releases with high quality software releases we are releasing. So DevOps is experiencing that rapid industry growth, and we have an opportunity to make the most of it here, guys. Now see, the DevOps is giving this logo, infinite. In mathematics, we know that when it's in infinite, infinite means there is no end. Unless and until if your client says that, okay, these requirements are enough at this point of time. These requirements are enough at this point of time. When he says, then only we are going to be stopped. Otherwise, we are going to be planning your application, code your application, writing the code, build your application, test your application, release that application, deploy that application, and operate. That means to maintain that application, and monitoring team people monitors that application. If they got any feedback, they'll be sending it to development team. Again, they'll be planning code. So this is continuous process. In every phase, we are using the different tools here, guys. In the planning, continuous integration, continuous deliverables, deployment, code, using the source code, version control system, development and automation we are building, test your application, quality control, deploy, provisioning your application, configuration management, virtualization, containerization, operating, infrastructures, monitoring your application, visualizations and the logging. So like this one here, we are using this one. We have the different methodologies are there in this one. DevOps is we have a different methodologies in this one. So we have like your Agile Scrum methodology. We are having the traditional waterfall model, Agile Scrum, and the DevOps methodology here. If you can see statistics, which makes you, that means we'll go in detail about these methodologies here, guys. What is waterfall methodology? What are the problems we faced in it? And what is Agile Scrum methodology? What are the problems we faced in it? Okay, these are all the things we'll see. Next one, here we are having in this one, the statistics which makes you choose your DevOps here, guys. There is no wonder what that DevOps is quickly gaining the popularity and evolving to a crucial competency for the teams working on software development. Now here, if you can see the global DevOps market, they do the research on it and they give the statistics here from 2023 to 2030. In 2021, we have a $7.01 billion businesses there. Now, 2030, by 2030, it becomes $51.18 billion business will be done. So if you can see 2020, the value of the global DevOps market size is $6.78 billion. But it is projected to reach $57.90 billion by the year 2030. So that is what these teams have been made the research on this. And DevOps professionals in US currently earning an annual salary of $130,000, which is much far better than any other The DevOps engineer, developers, who's Java developers, full stack developers who are having an amplius of 8 years, 9 years of experience, guys, they'll be getting this package. But the DevOps guy with 2 to 3 years of experience guy, he'll be getting this much of package. You can understand what is its importance in the software development. The DevOps practice is deploying the code 46 times more frequently. That means quite often we are going to be deploying that new services here, guys. 35.5% of the IT recruiters are looking for to hire the professionals having DevOps skill set as per the statistical report, right? So we are having the different technologies also. Java is there, testing is there, and ServiceNow ticketing tools are there, and other reporting tools are there. But out of all these things, out of 100%, 35.5% of your IT recruiters to hire, they are looking, the IT recruiters are looking like to recruiting the DevOps skill set person. You can understand what is its importance in it. Okay, so why we need to be learn the DevOps? Easy to be get started. Job stability and fast hire ability is there, and also high salary and better benefits in demand skill set here, guys. So certification and career growth is also this. These are some of the reasons why we need to be learn the DevOps here, guys. So DevOps engineer, as I said, is having a great demand now and near future also, guys. So DevOps is simple to be get started, and we don't require much skill set. Like, don't require any. When the higher end level programming is not required, we require the scripting level languages. We require. So if you practice more, working on the projects, working on some real time scenario assignments, you will be easily get perfect in this, professional in this. So DevOps, as I said, it's a predefined philosophy of the practice, which actually grasping what DevOps is all about, the fantastic place to start before studying the various tools to get that sets that we provide here. Next, job stability. DevOps engineers are always in demand here, guys. So you can anticipate that business will value you based on what you can provide the organization. Always having the great demand. You need to be make the process, if any, in a project management, in a project development, if any process, any repetitive task which is performing, so we need to be make that process to be automated. There is never a single setup step followed by the completion. DevOps is a continuous role with a wide range of responsibilities. DevOps engineers workload is always changing the and includes infrastructure upkeeping, version updates, and the integration of the new technologies. This DevOps engineer is going to be keep working on this one. He's not like that when he's sitting at some corner and he start working on writing the CI/CD pipelines. No, he's closely working with your development team, QA team, infra team as well. You need to be make this process infrastructure, need to be drivers, versions to be get it upgraded, and you need to be upskilling yourself on the new technologies here. So due to this rising in demand, you would discover that it is not difficult to be hunt for other organizations to work with if you choose to look for a greater possibilities in the future. So yes, so there is a always, if you are equipped with a good skill set, there is always a great demand for the DevOps, and we have a high salary for this one. Why most of the people who are already the freshers or who are already working professionals who are having an experience in the other domains, and the database guy or a developer who is having 2 3 years experience guy, and who wants to be transform his domain into this DevOps, and the testing guys also, or networking guys or admin guys also, some of them, so they would like to be change their domain into this DevOps. Why? Because he's, take my example, I'm a Java developer, later I changed to agile scrum, agile coach, scrum master, later I changed to DevOps. Why I have changed to DevOps? Because it is having the great future. It is having the great future. Correct, guys? It is having the great future. And also, of course, high salary as well. So along with the higher income, it also comes with the greater benefits, which may be include relocation of assistance and in-demand skill set. So every couple of years, we might be having the additional tools. If you learning the standard tools here, after 2 years, you might be getting the the other tools. Say 5 years back, Kubernetes is not there, but now Kubernetes is a must skill set for the DevOps. So like that one, once you understand, once you start implementing these DevOps in your organizations, yes, in your projects, you can upskilling yourself automatically. That you will automatically get done, and do your certifications. And once you gain the experience in it, I will guide you guys what kind of certifications you have to do. You have to do some certifications on this one, yeah, guys. Okay, do some certifications on it. So this is where which is helping you to be growth your career as well. You'll be getting the more and more opportunities. The relevant tools you are using, like you can do the certification in the DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, and in the cloud also. You can do the certifications on AWS architect, AWS or cloud engineer certifications. I will guide you through the once the sessions are progressing. I'm going to be guiding you that what kind of a certifications you can do at later stage, not at this point. Yeah, as you people are the freshers, don't require any certifications. You might be required the certifications at the later point. Okay. So I'll be stopping the session today. Yeah, guys, I'm sending this document. Go through this document. Tomorrow I'll be explaining you the project management here. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be explaining you some of the DevOps terms and all these things. Go through this document and understand it. And if you are having any queries are there, make a note of it. Make a note it on the paper, note it on the book. And tomorrow, when I'm coming to the session, tomorrow I'm coming offline, you can ask me the queries. I'm here to be help you guys. Clear? That's all for the day. Bye for now, guys.